Hey guys, welcome back to electronicsinnovation.com. In this video, we are going to see how to make an indoor air quality monitor using BME680 sensor and SDS011 sensor. We will be interfacing these sensors with ESP8266 module and will read PM2.5, PM10, temperature, humidity, pressure and gas levels. And then we will be displaying these values on the OLED display. For this project, you will need an ESP8266 module, a BME680 sensor, an SDS011 sensor, also called as PM sensor, a 0.96-inch OLED display, some jumper wires, and a small breadboard. No, a big breadboard to accommodate all these components. Moving to our wiring setup, we have a diagram that shows how to connect the BME680 sensor, SDS011 sensor, and OLED display to the ESP8266 module. I have also provided a brief connection details for your reference. Okay, let's connect them as per the diagram. It will take some time for me to set up all these things, but with the power of editing, for you, it's just a snap.
After wiring it up, the circuit should look something like this. You can also design a PCB to do the same. To design a PCB, you need an ECAD tool that manages the entire life cycle of the project. In a professional workflow today, we rely on capabilities like version control to track every design iteration and design reuse to speed up the development of complex motor drivers. We need real-time collaboration so mechanical and electrical engineers can work on the same chassis simultaneously, and rule-driven checks to ensure the board is electrically sound before it ever goes to fabrication. If you're a student or an aspiring engineer watching this, you don't have to wait to get into the industry to learn these standards. I highly recommend checking out Altium Student Labs. It's an incredible resource where you can enroll for free to master these professional outcomes like DFM checks and supply chain risk visibility. These are the skills that separate a hobbyist from a professional innovator. You can find the link to enroll in Altium Student Labs for free in the description below.
Now, let's delve into the software side of things. Here is the code that we are going to upload to ESP8266 to measure PM2.5, PM10, temperature, humidity, pressure, gas levels, and display these values on an OLED display. These are the included libraries for handling I2C communication, driving the OLED display, working with BME680 sensor, and creating a software serial communication for SDS011 sensor. You can install these libraries from the libraries section. To install a new library, go to the library section from the top left corner as shown here. Copy the library you would like to install and paste it into the library search bar. Then click on Install. I have already installed the Adafruit JFX library for a previous project, and there is an update available for it. That's why now it is showing update option here. If you are installing, it will show install option as shown here. This particular section defines the screen dimensions of OLED display. Also creates an instance of the Adafruit SST1306 library for the OLED display and creates another instance of the Adafruit BME680 sensor. Here, the software serial communication is set up for the SDS011 air quality sensor using pins D5 for receiving and D6 for transmitting. This line declares a variable to store the initial resistance of the gas sensor in the fresh air. This particular block defines a function called getEstimatedCO2 that calculates the estimated CO2 concentration based on the gas resistance using the simple linear equation. This is the setup function where the initialization of the various components takes place. These two lines initializes a serial communication at a baud rate of 115200 and waits till a serial connection is established. This section initializes a OLED display. If the allocation fails, an error message is printed on the serial monitor and then the program enters in an infinite loop. This line initializes software serial communication for the STS-JW1 sensor with a baud rate of 9600. This particular block initializes BME680 sensor. If the sensor is not found, an error message is printed on the serial monitor and then the program enters infinite loop. This whole section configures various settings for the BME680 sensor, such as oversampling for temperature, humidity, and pressure. Also, filter size and gas heater parameters. This block delays for 10 seconds and then performs an initial reading from the BME680 sensor. If the reading fails, an error message is printed on it, and the program enters in an infinite loop. The initial gas resistance value is stored on variable R0. This is the main execution loop of the program. The code inside the switch statement controls the behavior of the program based on the value of the page variable. This case 1 section displays the data from SDS011 air quality sensor on the OLED display and then introduces a delay of 2 seconds. This case 2 section displays temperature and humidity data from the BME680 sensor on the OLED display and then introduces a 2-second delay. This one displays gas resistance and estimated CO2 concentration on the OLED display, and then it will also introduces 2 seconds of delay. This particular block displays pressure and altitude from the BME680 sensor on the OLED display and then introduces a delay of 2 seconds to help us to read all the data. Finally, these two lines increments the page variable and reset it to 1 if it exceeds 4, ensuring the loop cycles through the different display pages so that we can see all the data with the 2 seconds delay. That's a quick tour of the code. Now let's prepare the Arduino IDE for the ESP8266. Go to Tools and select your ESP8266 module. In my case, it is ESP12A module. Then connect your ESP8266 to the right port on your computer. Right means not right side of the port. Correct port. Come back to the Arduino IDE and select the right port. Now it means actually the right. Right means the correct port again. In my case, it is COM6. With everything set up, it's time to upload the code. Just hit the upload button and wait till you see done uploading. Once you see done uploading, your device is ready to go. Now, we may have to wait 10 seconds as we have introduced a 10 seconds delay to allow the sensor to stabilize. Yes, now you can see the real-time data on the OLED display such as PM2.5 and PM10 on the first page, temperature and humidity data on the second page, gas resistance and estimated CO2 concentration on third page, and finally pressure and altitude data on the fourth page. And it revolves in a loop. So we can get the real-time data every 2 seconds. Okay, that's all for today. Signing off with a breath of fresh insight into indoor air quality armed with BME680 and STS-JW1 sensor interfaced to ESP8266 module. You are now equipped for fascinating sensor projects. As we wrap up this tutorial, may your tech endeavors be filled with innovation and success. Until our next journey into the world of electronics, stay curious, take care, and happy experimenting. Bye bye.